Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. What I want to talk about, guys, is one of the biggest problems that we have on social media right now. And that is Americans who are influencers who pretty much go around fear-mongering. Tonight's topic we're going to deal with is an interesting topic that influencers are going around saying that Iran refuses to surrender and how things escalates, right? Um, First problem that we have to understand is that a lot of these influencers, they are fear mongering. What they do is they promote fear. A lot of these individuals claim that they follow Jesus Christ, but they don't promote the gospel. Another thing that a lot of these influencers do is they like to copy me. As you can see, I have this wonderful blue background. Have you ever noticed other influencers doing the same thing? Have you ever noticed that they try to mimic everything that I do? I am so tired of this. But it happens every day, guys. On social media, these guys can't even find an original color. They got to copy me every single time I do my videos. All right? So the title of my video, I pretty much took from another influencer who is influencing you to fear. So I am here to do my job to give pushback against propaganda news that is designed to put you in fear. If we are in the brink of war and America is in trouble, why is it that influencers are not preparing people to meet their maker? How come these godly Christians, Black Hebrew Israelites, are not preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ to get people prepared? I mean, if we're going to all die, because there's not going to be no social media if there's war and bombs. So I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, why is it that influencers are belittling, bashing President Trump when he's the chief and the leader who's supposed to be making these tough decisions to protect the American people? I don't understand that. I am really beginning to think that a lot of social media influencers are actually terrorists. I believe that we have not only enemies that are foreign, but domestic terrorists who are, I guess, American citizens. They could be YouTubers and so forth, because I notice there's a pattern. Rather than these guys focus on anything positive, everything is fear-based. Fear of war, fear of death. There's nothing that gives us any hope. There's nothing that makes us, believe in anything positive. It's just like, oh, Iran and this, and Trump is looking weak, and this. Like, guys, turn off all of that garbage. Turn off that misery content. Fear mongering. Every time they do videos, they always telling you about a war and death and fear. Guys, how do you live like that? Is that entertaining to you guys? Do you guys literally come to social media to hear someone talk to you about fear all day? Making you worry? How come these individuals never tell you to pray? How come they never tell you to fast? How come they never tell you to read some scriptures? Or let's go out and preach the gospel. Oh, these must be the last days. Let's go out and bring people to Christ. They never tell you that. They never influence anybody to come to God. You ever notice that? You ever notice that when you're preaching the truth, have you ever noticed that anytime you do anything that is godly, anything that is wholesome, nobody cares about it? You're right. It doesn't make money. Congratulations, man. You hit the nail on the head. Teaching and preparing people don't make no money. Now that you know that, now that you know it don't make no money, what is the motive of those influencers? Money. They don't care about the people. So who cares about the people? Ringo TV. Because I'm the one that's giving you the truth. Everybody else is motivated by greed. If we're in the brink of war and there's all sorts of chaos right now, my job is to keep you at peace. My job is to protect your solitude. My job is to give you an encouraging word to let you know everything's going to be okay, guys. We don't got nothing to worry about. It's all out of our control. So rather than focusing on what Iran is doing or what this one is doing and all this other stuff, we need to pray for our president. We need to pray that he make the right decisions. We need to pray that all that are in government, we need to pray for them. We need to pray for our military. That's right. We need to pray for our soldiers, our pilots. We need to pray for everybody that's on our side within the United States to make sure that they're doing their job to the best of their abilities. We need to pray that God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's what we're supposed to be praying for right now, guys. Not listening to these influencers that are promoting fear, promoting separation, promoting anti-Trump rhetoric. Right now, we're supposed to be praying that our leaders, our president, everybody that's in military have the wisdom, the strength, and everything they need to do so that when they go out there, they're protected. Because we have a lot of people that are in military that are sacrificing their lives for our freedom. And all we want to do is sit on social media talking a bunch of garbage. We're not on the front line fighting. We're not on the front line. You got real soldiers out there, real pilots that are going out, real people that are working right now. What about them? What about their families who are concerned about their loved ones? See, we don't care because we're selfish, man. We're so selfish and entitled. That's the problem. But yet you got these influencers influencing you good people to think that we don't got, all we got to do is just sit around and like this is entertainment. This is not entertaining times, guys. We got to use our breath to pray. Whether you pray or not, you got to be positive. You cannot be walking out here focusing your energy on negativity. That is what brings sudden destruction to the land. Do you understand? You have to begin to think positive. Pray. This is not a time to be an anti-Trump hater. There's talks of war going on. That is when we are supposed to be literally doing our part to make sure, like, hey, I'm not on the battlefield, but I'm still on the battlefield spiritually. So rather than sitting back complaining about what I don't like about President Trump or what I don't like about the government or what I don't, listen, if you ain't going to do your part, you all going to die. So which one is it? Because you cannot sit there and complain all day when you could be praying to God for protection of America and Americans. You know, you're supposed to be praying for anybody that get deployed or whatever the case is, because if in fact, you know, there's need of more manpower and X, Y, and Z, your children will be drafted. This ain't a game. All these influencers sitting on YouTube trying to get YouTube checks. What do you think they're going to do? Everybody's just playing this little game. I'm the only one that actually care about the viewers, actually care about the people. There's no money in speaking the truth. You don't see me with 1,000 people live right now. Where's all the people? Where's all the people that want to hear this truth? Nobody want to hear it. You don't want to hear it until America's getting bombed. And that's when you're going to be tuning in. That's when you'll tune in. By then, some of us won't be here. Because you took the time to be watching stuff that is not, it's not beneficial to you. You know? Guys, if you're an adult, right, you gotta really, you know, shout out to everybody that's over 50, everybody that's in their 60s, everybody that's in their 70s. I know what you deal with. I know a lot of you guys, you ladies, you kind of just gave up on the younger generation because they don't listen. I'm 48. When I look at the world and I look at life, things are different for me. I realize that I cannot be acting like an immature child when it comes to society and what's going on in the world. There's a war going on. People are really dying. People are really going through it. Children, women, men, everybody's in trouble. A lot of us in America have been afforded this freedom, this luxury of just being free, where you could come online. Now think about this. You're on social media, watching the internet, relaxed in the comfort of your own home, whereas in other places, people can't do that. They're concerned about dying. They're concerned about a bomb dropping on their house, their kids dying. But you have this freedom that you take advantage of. You neglect your freedom. Instead, you use it to bash your president. In the brink of war, you got time to be bashing the president, to get viewers angry, so they could be upset with Trump. What is going on with Americans, man? Is this what we do? I'm not here to promote fear. I got no control over war. But I'm not going to be speaking down on America. I'm not going to do it. I live here. I live here. You got influencers who live here in the United States and they speak against their president. They speak against America. They speak against the government. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but God Almighty, He controls the hands of everybody. And one of the biggest problems that we have is a lot of people that claim they're Christians, Hebrew Israelites, they claim they're religious. Now is the time when we should be seeing you guys, you ladies, on the front line doing what the Bible said. But for some reason, the churches are not doing a damn thing. The churches are more concerned about making money. The influencers on social media, they only care about getting YouTube checks. They don't care about preparing the people. They don't care. All they care about is money. You understand? The love of money is the root of all evil. The title of this video is the same title as another influencer. All he does is promote fear, fearmonger, war, destruction, collapse of the economy. Guys, stop listening to poison. Stop listening to poison. Even if you're a person who don't believe in God. I'm not here to force religion on you. All I'm saying is this: whether you believe in God or not, whether you read the Bible or not, be positive. Treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself. Show some kindness. Be proactive. Have a solution on your mind. Don't teach your fellow neighbor to fear. Because when things really hit the fan, as Americans, we're going to have to band together somehow. Whether you white, black, doesn't really matter. When things really hit, we're going to have to do something about it. We're going to have to really come together. None of that fake stuff. You understand? When there's a natural disaster or something crazy, a flood, whatever, a power line dropped on a house, we're going to have to do something together. So we got to get our minds right first, because there's too much division in the land right now. There's too much. Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. Well, I don't like black people. Well, I don't like white people. Well, I don't got time for all that. We got to push all of that mess to the side. You understand? In other nations, people are dying right now. People are losing everything they got. They're losing their livelihood, their children, everything. Again, we as Americans are spoiled. We're very spoiled. We get to live in our house. We got internet. We got power. We got our cars outside. We happy. But everybody else is struggling. Everybody else is going through all sorts of problems. Well, I don't like Trump. Fam, listen to me. You're living in America. If you hate Trump that much, why are you in America? Why are you here in America? Leave. Leave America. Go to where they're bombing. Go there. See if you good. You ain't gonna be happy. You see? So if we're gonna be Americans, let's be American. Let's be American. Land of the free, home of the brave. Okay, Where's the bravery? How come most Americans thinking on fear and they're not being positive? Why is everybody so fearful if this is the land of the free, home of the brave? We have military, men and women who are sacrificing their lives. When was the last time you prayed for your military? When was the last time you lift your hand to God and says, cover our military, cover our soldiers, cover all the men and women who went into the military as a career because they didn't know what else to do with their lives. So they decided to go into the military to have a better way. Protect them. Because you home comfortable. You don't got to worry about nothing. Well, at least you think you don't. Where's the prayers for all these people? How come you don't see all these churches mobilizing the people? The Creflo Dollars, the TD Jakes, the Benny Hinn's, all the televangelists. What are they doing? Nothing. You see them in the streets? No. Do you see them praying? No. Do you see them having telethons, praying for our military, praying for the president? 24-hour prayer. The entire Christian community went into prayer on behalf of all Americans, praying for peace. They used to do that. They don't do that no more. Way back in the day. Nobody cares no more. I'm tired of all the fear mongering. I'm tired of people posting videos talking about war, bombs, and I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about salvation. I want to hear about reconciliation. I want to hear about our determination to win. That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about something positive. I don't want to hear about no garbage, man. There comes a time, guys, where enough is enough. I'm tired of hearing garbage on social media. I need something positive. We deal with our own personal wars, our own personal battles every single day of our lives. We don't need no more stress. We don't need no more stress, guys. I look at this life and I realize what my purpose is. My purpose is to reach people with truth. It may not be popular. I may not get all the love and the support that I desire. At the same time, I feel so passionate and comfortable speaking like this. I feel passionate and comfortable to reach people where they are. You have people out here that are looking at the news and they don't even know whether or not they should move on. They don't even know if they should live any longer. A lot of you given up on life. A lot of you don't even know if you should pay your bills anymore because we're in the brink of war and all sorts of issues. You got people dealing with stress, alcoholism. Some people are losing jobs. We got our own wars, our own battles. And now we're hearing all this other stress all over the news. I don't want to hear none of this garbage, man. I don't want to hear none of this, man. A lot of you got to get up tomorrow and just live your life. Just live your life and be at peace. Stop listening to fearmonger content. Stop listening to doom and gloom content. It's from the devil. Well, Ringo, I don't believe in the devil. Cool. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not here to beat you up with religion. I understand. I understand that there's a lot of viewers that don't believe in religion. You don't follow no Christianity. I'm not a Christian. I believe in the Bible. I follow the scriptures. But hey, if you don't follow that, hey, it is what it is. One thing we can all agree is this. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, we all want to have peace. We all believe and should have family values, and we're American. So if we're American, we got to do the American thing. When there's war going on, guys, we got to put away all of our differences. All of our differences got to go off the table right now. Forget all of that stuff. I don't got no issue with you. You don't got no issue with me. We got to get down to real business. We got to connect all of our energy together. That is what power looks like. When our energy connects and we're able to look at what's going on in the world and come together as a nation. Our military need our energy right now. A lot of them might be fearful. A lot of them might be concerned. Even though we have a lot of brave men and women in military, they still need the encouragement. They need our energy. This is what we are here for. We have to come together as a voice, as a unit. Pray. for people that have to do these jobs. Even you and you folks that work at your 9 to 5, you need strength. You need energy to keep the infrastructure up in the United States. Everybody needs prayer. Everybody needs support. It's not just our military, all of you guys, all of you women, the school teachers, the bus drivers, the train workers, the track workers, everybody in the skyscraper, everybody need prayer to keep it together right now. Everybody. This is why the scripture says we got to pray one for another, bearing one another's burdens. You understand? This is not a time to be negative, man. We need to get rid of that negative energy, all the hate, all of the criticism, all the nonsense about the leaders and who's doing this and, oh, let's blame Trump. And Trump is our president. Do you understand that, guys? When 9/11 took place, dark day, I have my opinions on it. I'm not going to go into the deep details. But at the same time, when that attack took place, whether it was foreign or domestic, we needed leadership. We needed people that were in power, in position to lead the people. Because if not, the people are going to lose their minds. It could get real bad. At the same time, it needs to get real good. We need to do what we need to do to make sure that our mind is prepared mentally. Because a lot of Americans are not prepared. You're not. You're not prepared for war. We've been accustomed to a microwave lifestyle that everything is available. Guys, I'm in North Carolina. I moved from New York to North Carolina. New York, everything is accessible to you. Very easy. North Carolina is totally different. You got to drive way out. You got to order things. Whereas in New York, it's right around the corner, right down the block. It's so easy to get what you need. So what happens is people become so accustomed to an easy microwave life where it seems as if though we don't got nothing to worry about until natural disasters take place, until the power is out. When the power was out in New York, everybody was losing their minds because there was no energy. Do you understand? We don't want to get into a situation like that where we are without power or one of the grids go down and now people are losing it. Because anytime we have situations like this, people panic and they turn against one another. We will end up fighting one another over gasoline. We will start to kill one another over groceries in the store if we don't get our mind together. Do you understand? Anytime a snowstorm happening, what do people normally do? Go to the supermarket, buy out the whole place. You buy out everything. You don't even leave nothing for your neighbor. Forget them. I got to gather everything for myself. That's the problem. Everybody has become selfish. So if there was a major situation going on out here when it comes to war, if we don't got our minds together as Americans, we won't make it. We will begin to unalive each other. Think about how many people in the South got guns right now. Think about people that are hungry. Think about all the situations that could come about. People won't even let people come near their yard without unaliving them. People could be in need of some gasoline. Car broke down. They coming on your yard. Excuse me, hello. And you pull out your damn rifle and shoot them because you're so fearful. That's where we are right now. We're in a state right now where people are scared of one another. And don't be one of those people on social media that talk about how you've been preparing. And you got food and you got a stash and you got an underground bunker with all of this other stuff because they're coming for you. Trust and believe that. They're coming for you, guys. If anything, keep your mouth shut, live within your means, and respect your neighbors. Don't come on social media to brag about how much you got and all this other stuff. If anything, what we need to do is live accordingly. Not living in fear, but learning how to prepare for the times ahead. You know, when it comes to the basic type of things to have in your home, your water, even have gasoline on hand for your vehicle in advance, but they must be stored properly because we don't want no issues. So these are the type of things you should have: water, gasoline, a generator, you know what I mean? You know, rice, potatoes, um, things that you can, edible things that you could consume that you really don't have to rush down to the local store, just to kind of give you a survival mindset, not to put you in fear, but to get your mind focused on, we're not going to have no McDonald's. We ain't going to have time to go fix no steak dinners. We got to learn how to survive and get accustomed to what to eat if there was a famine, if there were no food coming to the store. How are we going to survive? How are we going to survive? If you're accustomed to living a certain way. Again, people in other countries are going through war, famine, death, days without eating. We over here relax. We having a good time. It's real sad, guys. It's very, very sad how we can be such a spoiled nation of people. A blessed nation. We're blessed. As Americans, we are blessed, man. Yeah, we go through our struggles. Yeah, we go through our hard times. But comparing us here in America, we're rich. Even our poor people are rich compared to other nations. They're rich. Poor people in America are rich compared to other nations. You know? Have tuna fish. You have tuna fish, you can have all sorts of stuff that you could consume. Not to put fear in you guys. We want you to be mentally prepared of having a lifestyle of shopping, that your pantry could be filled with the types of foods that could get you through, and it don't cost you an arm and a leg. A lot of our shopping bills be hundreds, thousands of dollars, and it's just on junk and garbage. Whereas you can have stacks of water that could get you through. Because if the water shut down, then what? Because the internet will go down. It will. We're not going to be able to have cell phone access. All of this stuff is going down. If there was a real disaster situation, guys, you're not going to be able to catch my videos. You're not. All of that shut down. This is why community is very important. But we don't even know how to do that because we hate each other. We don't trust one another. There was a time back in the day where your neighbor kept their door open. Y'all remember those days? I grew up in that time. It was a wonderful time. There was a time back in the day where our neighbors kept their doors open. I remember this. I remember the neighbors' doors used to be open. My friend's house used to be right there, and I would literally go and just go inside. I just go inside, and I knew where his bedroom was, and it was like normal. I mean, we didn't do that like every single time, but we all knew each other. We knew our neighbors. Hey, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Thomas, hey, how you doing, sir? You good? How the family? We knew everybody. We knew everybody in the community. They all knew. We knew everybody, all the kids, all the elderly. We treated the elderly with respect. Every elderly person was our grandma and our grandfather. We looked out for neighbors. We took care of our elderly neighbors. We took care of this. We went to the store. We ran errands for our adults. We helped with the grocery bags. We didn't just sit down and watch. Today, different time. We don't have those, the youth don't have these values no more. We used to help the elderly across the street. I remember all of that. We used to help blind people, people in wheelchairs. We used to help everybody. What happened? What happened to America, guys? What happened? Sometimes I reminisce when I was a child. So it was a beautiful, beautiful time, man. I could remember it like it was yesterday, man. It was just a wonderful time. Everything was so peaceful, man. We had our problems, don't get me wrong. We had issues. Grew up poor, but we had a community. I remember we were so poor, we had to borrow bread from our neighbor. Can I, dot, dot, dot. My mom said, if you have any butter. Ta, ta, ta. My mom said, we could borrow 3 eggs. Ta, ta. My mom said, if you have any more oatmeal. I cigarette. Huh? A cigarette. Oh, they borrowing cigarettes. I remember that mess. Crazy stuff, but hey, we had a community. We supported one another. Y'all remember free lunch in the schools? Oh yeah, I went to that. Free lunch was everything. Thank God for free lunch back in the days. That got us through. Mom used to send us to go get that free lunch. The point, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm trying to make is there was a time when people cared about each other. They cared about one another. Today, we live in a dark time. And as Americans, we need to bring back humanity. We need to bring back a people that I guess they purposely show their concern for other people. Even if we don't agree on everything, we have to learn to respect one another, right? Whether you're white, black, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Israelite, whatever your situation is, we breathe the same air. So there has to be an understanding of letting go hatred. A lot of our problems, we're not going to resolve all of our differences, guys. It's never going to stop. Well, we can agree on the fundamentals of life. We all want to be at peace. We all want to be able to raise our families and see them do well. We all want to be able to provide for our household, see another day. These are the basic fundamental things we want in America. Whether you call it the American dream or whatever you call it, I just want to be at peace. And this is why I'm not with all of that racism stuff. I don't got time. Guys, there's no time for all of that stuff. Yes, it exists. Yes, the world is evil. All I can control is me. If I can control me and not be a hateful person and treat everybody with respect, it's going to only bring that to me. It's going to only make people see me as a man, as a human being that deserves your respect because I give that respect. If you walk with a chip on your shoulder, hating people because of how they look or where they live or what they drive or what they don't own or own, it's going to only attract negativity towards you. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. These fearmongers on social media won't give you this message. This message is a message of positive energy. Energy that feeds your spirit, that lifts you up. Too many of us been down all week. We've been stressed out, struggling. I get it. You got to go to work. You got these bills. Guys, I got my own nightmares and my struggles that I deal with every day. And I try to keep myself upbeat. I got people that are in my corner that they send me positive messages. They check in on me to see how I'm doing. And I appreciate those people, man. Because when I'm down, I need a word, man. Something to motivate me, to keep me going. Because you want to give up. It's easy to give up. It's easy. Some of you been through a lot. Heartache, breakups, job loss, stress, health issues. Health issues are the worst because it's the silent death, the silent killer, when only you know what's going on with you and you're afraid to tell people. You're afraid to tell people about the news the doctor told you because you don't want to be judged. The pain of being judged is worse than the current situation you're going through. So you keep it to yourself and you suffer in silence. Many of us are suffering in silence. Many of us. Think about all the people in the world that have to deal with infirmities. People that have their amputees, wheelchair bound. Think about their life. They're suffering. You got your hands, you got your legs, you can move around. Think about what they go through every day. Think about a person who have no arms. How do they brush their teeth? How do they take care of themselves? We worry about things that are out of our control, and yet there's people that are living that have to deal with far more issues. And they didn't give up. They didn't give up. Think about people that have disabilities. Think about people that were born with disabilities. Why, God? Why? Why my child was born like this? Why my loved one got in that accident and now they're wheelchair bound? Think about those people who once were able to walk and now they can't walk, but they still was able to keep the courage and stay the course and decide to live and accept where they are and said, you know what? I might be wheelchair bound, but I'm going to make the best of my life where I'm at. And they made a difference for themselves. You see them and be like, damn, I feel sorry for you. They don't see that. They embrace where they are. And they know what their life purpose means. That's an American. That's a person who believes in themselves. That's a person who is not a quitter. We need Americans to stand up for our nation. This is not a time to be casting judgment and all this other stuff. Collectively, that is how we survive. That is how we're able to defeat the enemy. You understand? God controls the hearts of every leader. And I feel that, and this is my belief, that if the people would humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways and call upon God in a dark hour, and everybody did their part, God will end all of this nonsense that's going on in the world. Even though we know wars will still continue, at least he would be able to control it so it don't cause bloodshed within your life and around the world. I'm very concerned about America. And I mentioned many times that things that are going on outside of America I don't really care about. Even though I may say that and it sound harsh, I do care. I don't care, but I do care, if that makes sense. Because what if I were those people? What if I was born in that land? Sometimes I think about that. So even if I'm in America and it appears as if though I have this freedom, I still have to be humble and grateful that I'm in America and not elsewhere where it could be really, really bad. So I think that we have to be grateful. Grateful for what we got, grateful for, the fact that you're healthy, but more importantly, don't live in fear and don't let influencers cause you to fear any longer. Turn off content that promotes fear. Turn off negativity. People that are telling you that the economy is going to fall, that the president is no good, and that, it's just going to be bad. Oh, it's going to be real bad, guys. I don't want to hear that. That's poison. That's toxic. I got kids. I'm a father. Just in case you're new and you don't know me, I'm a father. I'm a husband. I got 4 daughters and I have a wife. My entire existence is to make sure that my family is good. That's it. That's my purpose right now. As a 48-year young man, my entire purpose is making sure that my family is taken care of to the best of my abilities. Everything that I desire It's not the way I would like it to be as of now. At the same time, I got to be positive. You never know what God is going to do. You never know what the universe have planned for us. You never really know. Today, it could look one way for you. Your miracle and breakthrough is around the corner. You know, you have to always be proactive, man, and believe in yourself and not let the news make you depressed, and I'm not posting wishful thinking. The way you think creates your reality. The way you think. It really do create your reality. If I walk around with a bad attitude, a chip on my shoulder, all I'm going to do is get negativity. You're going to have people that may not like you, but that doesn't mean I got to be negative towards others. I try to be as positive as I can, to the best of my abilities. Some days I may not do everything I'm supposed to do correctly. Some days I might say some things that I'm not supposed to say and I regret it. At the same time, I take personal accountability for myself. And hopefully, my content and my journey, even with my shortcomings, is able to help other people to better understand themselves. I'm not perfect. I try to be perfect, but I'm not perfect. Um, there's a lot of growing, a lot of things I got to do, just like there's a lot of things you got to do. We all got to grow, guys. We got to grow. We got to treat people right. We got to do unto others as you would want them do unto you. Um, Stop being negative. Drive your car better. Some of you drive too aggressive. Some of y'all be doing the most. Some of y'all don't have no concern for your life. Guys, drive and be patient. Be patient. For crying out loud. Be patient when you're on the road. Some of y'all be doing too much. It's not that serious, guys. I don't know what it is with people nowadays. It's like everybody's losing their minds. Everything you see all over the news is fear-based. Nothing is positive. We got to bring back positivity, man. And that's what I'm trying to focus on here, is bringing back positive energy. Something that uplifts the people, no matter where you are in the world. Uplift the people. Give the people some hope. Sometimes I listen to music in a language I don't even understand. Even though I don't understand the words, I like listening to the music because the music carries energy. And even though I may not understand it, my spirit understands energy. That's why I like the music. Have you ever listened to a song that's in another language and you love the song? You don't understand what they're saying, but you love the music. That's because your spirit understands the music. Your spirit man understands all languages, and it can hear the tones, the melodies, and everything in the song, and it really resonates with your spirit, and it lifts you up. It makes you feel a certain way. Music can bring you up, or it can bring you down. That's why I enjoy all cultures. All. As a musician, producer, I love music and all kinds of music, no matter what ethnic group created it. I love all music. You would be surprised what I actually listen to. I got all sorts of stuff that I listen to, guys. And it is what makes me respect other nations, respect other cultures. And it's just something I enjoy. Everybody's different for a reason. When I was coming up in school, I had a lot of Chinese friends. And one thing I appreciated about my Chinese friends is that they were very smart in math and art. I was always an artist, always did murals, and I would always try to compete with my Chinese friends. And they would always outdo me with the art. They were light years ahead. But one thing they did is they always encouraged me to continue to draw, continue to, perfect the craft. And I'm very good with art, very good. They were on a next level. And you have a lot of Bangladesh people, very good with math, very smart. And this is why most of them are in the medical field. So a lot of people carry different traits, different types of energy to do certain things in the world. This is why you can't be a hater of people, because every group have its strengths and weaknesses. No group is completely weak. We just argue too much and we don't want to learn about one another. We're afraid of one another. We look at each other and despise one another. And that's what society has taught us. And this is what I believe has divided us as Americans to the point where it's not like how it was back in the day where we had community. Now, keep in mind, back in the day, community, in my opinion, wasn't just black people. We had white people, we had Asians, we had everybody in the community, and we respected everybody. Everybody was respected. That's one of the core fundamental values as an American is respect. I may not agree with you, but if I can respect you, that right there is the best thing you can do towards your neighbor. It's respect. You know? It's something that a lot of us has forgotten. We forgot what it means to respect one another. Because that's what everybody wants, is respect. It's just like if you visit another nation, if you respect the locals and you respect the people, you would dress appropriate. Not like how you are in America. A lot of people don't know this when they go to a foreign country. You don't go there dressed like this. You find out what is the proper attire in that country and you adapt to it. Learn a little bit of the language. You may not be able to speak fluent. At the same time, learn the basics. That way, when you get out there, they know you're an American. At the same time, when they see how you dress, when they see that you're able to speak a little bit of their language, just a little bit, it means that you did your homework. You studied. And people respect that. If you go to a foreign country and you can speak their language fluently, wow, you get the attention of everybody. They love it because it means you took the time to learn their culture, you took the time to study, and it means a lot. It means a lot. There was this brother on YouTube. His name was Lao Shu, a black man. He was a guy that spoke many languages. He died. A very talented man who studied languages, and he would go all over the place, speaking to different groups of people in their native tongue. And it was such an inspiration to see him grow. And when he passed away, it was it was sad because he brought a lot of people together from different walks of life through language. And it was always a joy to see him communicate with people. I remember he would walk into an Asian restaurant, black man, Asian restaurant. Everybody's in there speaking their language. And when he began to speak, it got the attention of everyone. And they began to smile. They looked at him in amazement. And he spoke to them in their native tongue so perfect. The dialect, everything, the tonality, everything, to the point where they was like, wow, you speaking our language better than us. And they respect him. And that is what I mean by respect. It doesn't mean we agree on everything. It means that, we see each other as we see ourselves. That's respect. Respect is when you see someone as yourself. You don't look down on them and think you're better than them. You see them as you see yourself. You do unto them as you would want done unto you. That's respect. Do you understand? Something that we need to bring back in America. So don't let fear cripple you. Don't let the news media break you down to the point where you don't want to live no more. We still got to pay bills. We're still in our own war in this land. There's a lot of things. Some of you got to pay your mortgage. You got probably 100 grand more to pay on your house. Probably some of you got more. You got your car note to pay off. It's a struggle. It's all a part of life, guys. All of these things, it's a struggle. It's a war. We all go through it. At the same time, we have to um, stay consistent, smile. There will be better days ahead. And always know your breakthrough is around the corner. All of us. Whether you believe in God or not, God still blesses people regardless. See, you don't have to be a Christian for God to bless you. You don't have to be a Hebrew Israelite for God to bless you. You understand? God will bless anyone in their due time based on your purpose. You see? When your purpose is is at its time where it's your time, nothing can stop that. It's going to happen. You understand? But you got to stay consistent with what you were born to do. You know what you were born to do. You know what it is. Just do it and be positive. That's how you control your destiny, by being positive. Negative people always stay behind. You know, they keep walking around in circles because they're negative. Be positive. When you're positive, you attract all the right people. When you're positive, it removes all the negative people. When you're a positive person, when your energy is bright and you're able to illuminate in a room, it attracts everybody. People already know you're blessed. As soon as you walk in, they know you are blessed. There's something about you. They don't understand it, but they know you got something on you. You know? Be kind to others. Kindness. There's a musician that I greatly admire. One of my inspirations as a musician. His name is Yanni. A very, very talented composer. He composed some very beautiful music. He did very many concerts at the Taj Mahal, the Forbidden City, various parts of the world. He'd been traveling with his team of other musicians, and his message have always been about love, compassion, and respect, respecting other people, and it brought a lot of people together. Very, very talented musician. You know what I mean? One of my inspirations. And I have many more, you know, many inspirations and influences in music. But Yanni, uh, definitely, his music really resonates with me because I can feel the energy. And I know that it's real. Energy is real. And that's why when you're around certain people, you can tell when they're good or when they're bad. Their energy comes off. You can feel it. Connect yourself with the right kind of people. Connect yourself with the right kind of content. This is social media. I know that a lot of you want entertainment, a laugh here and there. That's cool. That's fine. At the same time, don't let fear control your life. Don't live in fear. Don't worry all day. Don't live in doubt. That stuff is a cancer, guys. It's a real cancer. It's killing people. Stress, worrying, being fretful. You know, I got all kinds of things I got to deal with, guys. I could be sitting in a corner crying right now. I choose not to. I choose not to. I choose to use my time to speak life in the life of others because that's what I need. That's what I want. That's what I crave. So I teach and push that out into the universe for other people that are going through. Rather than thinking about my problems, rather than thinking about all my issues, I try to give back my time to those that need it. That is what it means to do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. A lot of times we're waiting for people to do unto us when we haven't done nothing for no one else. You got to learn how to give your time. Maybe you don't got money, but you got time. You got energy. You know? Encourage your neighbor. Encourage someone. Tell them it's going to be okay. You see someone that's doing something and they got talent, encourage them. Tell them it's going to be okay. Keep going. Don't stop. Be a blessing to somebody else. You know? Well, when is my blessing coming, Ringo? Don't worry about it. Keep being a blessing to other people. That's good energy. It attracts all the right people. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's literally monitoring your every move in a positive way. And they're saying to themselves, this person right here, I have to bless. And some of you give up too early and you end up missing your blessing. Or you end up coming against someone who was going to be responsible for blessing you. And you end up forfeiting your own blessing. Or maybe you're the person that's supposed to bless another person. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. I think I did my work. I think my job was done. I think that this message reached the person that needed to hear this. Be positive, guys. Be positive. It's not over. Your life is not over. Some of you, you thought your life was over. You're watching me right now. Your life is not over. It's not. You're just going through a transitional time. It's rough. I know. I know how that feels, man, when the world is closing in on you and you got all these things on your plate. Then you're dealing with all this society stuff about wars and economy and money and bills and stress and all this other stuff. Don't give up on yourself, right? Don't give up on yourself. Be positive. Think of positive things. I know it's difficult. I know at times, man, you just want to lay down and just go to sleep or just stay in a corner somewhere eating ice cream. You got to learn how to get up, man. Learn how to get up. Learn how to find the strength within, guys. Find the strength. Get up and make a difference within yourself. Prove to yourself that you could do it. You could do it. You know, some of you, you've been telling yourself what you're going to do for the past month. You still ain't do it yet. You keep making excuses. Look, you could do it. Just try. Could you do that? Just try. You don't have, look, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. For a long time, you've been thinking that you had to be perfect to do it. No, you don't have to be perfect. Be yourself. Yeah, but Ringo, I have all these flaws. I can't speak like you, Ringo. You don't have to speak like me. Speak like yourself. Yeah, but I make mistakes when I talk. I make mistakes. I don't pronunciate the words. I don't pronounce the words properly. Don't worry about that. Just be yourself. People will accept you for who you are because they like your energy. Do you understand? Listen, quitters never win. Winners never quit. When I was a child, I had this chart, primarily when I was a teenager. To achieve your dreams, remember your ABCs. Have any of you ever heard of that? Have any of you seen that chart? To achieve your dreams, remember your ABCs. A, avoid negative sources, people, places, and things. B, believe in yourself. C, consider things from every angle. D, don't give up, don't give in. See how I know some of them? And I could keep going on, guys, because that whole chart is in my mind. It's in my heart. Z, zero in on your target and go for it. X, accelerate your efforts. I could literally repeat the entire chart. It's in my mind, guys, because I use it. I believe in it. That is what kept me going. You know? It really kept me going. Some of you probably had that chart growing up. I suggest you look for it on social media. I have the original. Some of them, they altered it a little bit. You got to find the original one. You know? It really will help you in your walk. So guys, enjoy your solitude. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. Don't let warmongers steal your joy. Don't let propaganda news and visual images of bombs and people dying stress you out. Some of you, is this stuff can be traumatizing. Sometimes you just got to avoid it. Don't even look at that type of stuff. Pray for your president. Pray for Trump. Pray for the military. Pray for all the people that are in power that have to make decisions. Pray for all of our first responders. Pray for the law enforcement. Pray for everybody that is in a position where they have to save lives. And most importantly, pray for other nations. Pray for the world. Even if there's war going on, guys, pray for the whole world that there be peace. The reason why we don't see peace is because we're not praying. We're waiting for destruction. And this is what the fearmongers want. They want our energy. They want to harvest our energy. Listen on the collapse of America, the collapse of the economy, negativity, war. Guys, we live here. Let's not add energy to that poison. So that being said, guys, make sure you hit the like button. That helps with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And hype the video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Come on in here. Be social. Let us know what you think. Do you think I did a good job? Do you like my content? Are there ways I can improve? Do you think it sucks? Let me know what's going on. If you have any suggestions on a video that you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments and I'll read it. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Go get me something to eat and take care of business. So y'all have a good, blessed night, evening, day, wherever you are in the world. Be at peace. If you're on the job, if you're on the road, drive safe. If you're traveling, make sure you get some rest at the rest stops. Grab something to eat, sit back, eat, and just get about a good hour to sleep, and you good to go. Don't drive, and you didn't get your rest. Right? A lot of us, God been protecting us on the road when we driving, and we've been falling asleep at the wheel. Don't let that happen. Some of you that happen, and you still don't even know why you're here because you were asleep. But for some reason, guys, you could be falling asleep at the wheel, and your spirit takes over. You wondering why you ain't crash and die. Your spirit, while you slept, you literally, but your body is still driving. Your spirit was still driving. That was God protecting you. Because there's unfinished business that you got to take care of in this life. Your family needed you. Would it be too early for you to go? Unfortunately, many people have not survived. It's unfortunate. We lost many loved ones. Many people have perished. Many of our loved ones that we love dearly are no longer here. And it hurts. But we have to live our life, guys. We have to get back to living our life. That's what they would want us to do. I'm not trying to be mean. I lost my mom, grandma, cousins, everybody gone. And you got to move on. Not forget them, but you have to move on. You have to live your life. As I said in my last video, get photos of your loved ones that passed on and put their photos on your wall. Put their photo on your wall. All the people in your fam that you had love for, put it on your wall. Wave at them when you leave and to go out, when you go to work, or just passing through the house. Be like, hey, what up, cuz? Hey, what up, Grams? That's how you keep their energy in the house. Remind you of the memories. So we're going to get up on out of here, guys. Y'all take care. Catch you in the next video. I'm out.